Ida for wanting my wife to clean up after herself. My wife, 27F, and I, 30M, have been married for 7 years now, and for all 7 of those years we have both been somewhat messy people. I have always been the kind of person that yo-yos between an immaculately clean house and a level 5 hurricane where you have to step over random items to navigate a room. From what I could tell before we got married, my wife was similar, and you can imagine that when we began living together that didn't really change. I've always known that I share fairly equal blame for causing these messes, so I never brought it up with her. Who am I to ask you to be cleaner when I haven't figured it out for myself? 2 years ago we had our first child and we decided that I would stay at home with baby and my wife would continue in her career. This meant that I would also take on the bulk of the responsibility when it came to keeping the house in order, cooking, cleaning, etc., because she wouldn't have as much time to do so. I've been happy and content with this arrangement, and I feel that we have fairly equally split the load of life between us. This is the part where I might be the asshole. Since having a child I have worked much harder to keep the house in a more consistently clean state, and I feel proud of the personal changes I've been able to make in doing so, but being the one mainly responsible for cleaning has meant that I am often cleaning up after my wife. I don't have an issue with the idea of cleaning up her messes within reason, but I really feel like she could be putting more effort into cleaning up after herself, or at least putting things away when she is done with them. A few examples of what I mean. When she is done making her coffee in the morning, she leaves with handle on, coffee grounds in, dirty unrinsed mug in the maker, and milk all over the frothing wand. This makes for a tough cleanup when I go to clean and everything is dried and caked on. Leaving dishes, garbage, clothes, etc. all over the house. Leaving plates, cups, cutlery, etc. and leaving crumbs or similar food mess on the couch and other surfaces after eating a meal. Getting a bunch of toys, paint supplies, coloring books, etc. out to play with our son and then leaving it all out. I understand that I have agreed to be the person in charge of keeping our home clean, but it really feels like she could make my job a lot easier with a minimal amount of effort. Whenever I have tried to talk to her about this though, many times, she agrees, apologizes, and nothing changes. I feel guilty asking her to change this when I know I have very similar flaws. I also feel guilty because I agreed to be in charge of the state of our house. Should I just suck it up and clean because it's my responsibility? Is there a better way to go about talking about this with her? Am I an asshole?